Hello everyone, welcome to Study IQ. In this video, I will bring to you the 300 best MCQs for the month of August in English. This is part 2. Let's start the video. Recently, central government has declared 2 wildlife sanctuaries as peacock sanctuaries. So they will be developed as peacock sanctuary to protect peacock. Peacock is the national bird of India, right? Peacock. And what is the scientific name of peacock? It is Pavo cristatus. Pavo cristatus. So when was peacock declared as the national bird of India? It was declared in 1963. 1963, right? So Adi Chunchandgiri is in Karnataka. It is in Mandya. And Cholanur is located in Palakkad in Kerala. These are the two places which are now peacock sanctuary. Did India already have a peacock sanctuary? We had only one peacock sanctuary earlier, which is called Bankapur. And Bankapur Peacock Sanctuary is located in Karnataka. Now we have two more, Adi Chunchandgiri, which is named after the great saint Adi Chunchandgiri. Adi Chunchandgiri was a saint, and he and his disciples, Swami Adi Chunchandgiri and his disciples, they conserved a lot of birds. And Cholanur is a place in Palakkad in Kerala. So these are the two new peacock sanctuaries of India. Very important question. Government of India has permitted how much percent FDI via automatic route for aircraft maintenance, repair and overhaul? The answer is 100%. 100%. Automatic route means you do not need the permission of the government of India or RBI to invest. If there is a foreign company, it can invest into any Indian company which is into the business of aircraft maintenance, repair and overhaul to the tune of 100% ownership. And it does not need the permission of the government of India because this is the automatic route. Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris has selected which of these persons to be her vice presidential running mate? It is Tim Walz. Tim Walz is the governor of Minnesota. So if Kamala Harris becomes the next American president, then Tim Walz will become the next vice president. And what about Donald Trump? So Kamala Harris is from Democratic Party, which is the main opposition party to the Republican Party. Republican Party will be headed by Donald Trump. So there is a direct fight between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Now Donald Trump has selected whom? Donald Trump has selected J.D. Vance. There is a person who goes by the name of J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance is the senator from Ohio. Senator from Ohio. Understood? So, and what is the election symbol of both parties? Republican Party election symbol is an elephant and Democratic Party is donkey. So D for Democrat, D for donkey, just in case if you ever get confused between the two. Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi ji and Prime Minister of Vietnam Pham Minh Chinh. So Pham Minh Chinh was on a visit to India and they inaugurated Army Software Park. Where? Army Software Park has been inaugurated in Nha Trang city of Vietnam. Nha Trang city of Vietnam. Let me tell you, India has donated a sum of $5 million to set up this Army Software Park. So it has been set up with the absolute help of India. And let me tell you, Vietnam is also helping India in setting up National Maritime Heritage Complex, which will be set up in Lothal in Ahmedabad in Gujarat. National Maritime Heritage Complex will showcase the rich maritime history of India. Recently, Government of India has extended the deadline for central public sector enterprises, public sector banks and financial institutions to increase their minimum public shareholding to at least 25% by which date? See, the rule is that if you are a listed public sector company, right, or a public sector bank or a financial institution, if you are listed in the stock exchange, then 25% should be held in that company by the normal public, retail investors like you and me. And this will be implemented, this has to be implemented by 1st August 2026. So what is the meaning of this? So for example, in the Chennai based Indian Overseas Bank, you know it's a public sector bank, Indian Overseas Bank. In Indian Overseas Bank, the government of India, central government, they own 96.38% stake and it is a listed bank. But this is not acceptable because 25% has to be with the public. So government can own maximum 75%, right? So they have to bring down their ownership to 75%. So this is how it goes, right? And there are a lot of banks in India where this has not become applicable, but government has given time till 1st August 2026. And let me also tell you, SEBI, which is the capital market regulator, it has launched a chatbot called Seva. What is the meaning of Seva? SEBI's virtual assistant. SEBI's virtual assistant, who has been conferred with Companion of the Order of Fiji, the country's highest civilian award. It has been given to the President of India, Draupadi Murmu. Companion of the Order of Fiji. She was on a visit to Fiji, New Zealand and Timor-Leste recently. So this award was given to her. And this award was started in 1995 by the government of Fiji. And what happened when she visited New Zealand? When she visited New Zealand, two things happened. First, we signed the bilateral customs cooperation agreement for having more cooperation in the field of customs. And this will help in preventing illegal goods and also prevent drug smuggling, etc. And also New Zealand has joined International Solar Alliance. Let me also tell you that there is a captain called Ian Finlay, Captain Ian Finlay, and he is from Cook Islands. Cook Islands. So he has been given International Maritime Prize for 2023 by the International Maritime Organization that is headquartered in London. International Maritime Organization. Tata Group has inaugurated India's first indigenous semiconductor assembly and test facility in which state? Look, there are 2 or 3 very big projects, semiconductor projects that are coming up. For example, there is a project coming up in Dholera, there is a project coming up in Sanand, and there is a project coming up in Morigaon. So which one is it? So this is the one in Morigaon in Assam. So Tata Group is setting up India's first indigenous semiconductor assembly and test facility with an investment of 27,000 crore in Assam, in Morigaon district of Assam. Morigaon district of Assam. Is that clear? Now let me tell you about the other 2 projects. So let us talk about Dholera Special Investment Region in Gujarat. Dholera, right? So what is happening in Dholera? Tata has partnered with a company from Taiwan called PowerChip, and they are making an investment of 91,000 crore, and this will be India's first commercial semiconductor fab. Now let's talk about the third semiconductor facility in Sanand. Sanand, Tata has no role in it. The Sanand semiconductor factory is being set up by a company called CG Power in partnership with 2 companies. One is Stars Electronics and one is Renesas. Now, Renesas is a company from Japan and Stars is a company from Thailand. So these 3 are setting up a very big, very large facility in Sanand. This is also a OSAT facility. OSAT means outsourced semiconductor assembly and test facility. So remember all the 3, any of the 3 can be asked in the exam. India and St. Kitts and Nevis, also called as St. Christopher and Nevis, it's basically a country, St. Christopher and Nevis. It has signed a MOU to enhance the cooperation in which field? So we will cooperate with St. Kitts and Nevis in the field of sports. You can see here, training and competition of athletes and athletic teams, exchange program of athletes, exchange of youth or junior in various discipline in the area of sports, again coach education, sports sciences, basically everything is related to sports only. Everything is related to sports only. And St. Kitts and Nevis, where is it located? West Indies. West Indies is a part of the Caribbean Ocean and Caribbean is a part of the Atlantic Ocean. So it's a group of islands which is located in Caribbean, West Indies. Union Minister Piyush Goyal has launched a book, and this book is written by Executive Director of International Monetary Fund, Professor K.V. Subramaniam. What is the name of the book? The name of the book is India at 100, Envisioning Tomorrow's Economic Powerhouse. This is the name of the book. In fact, K.V. Subramaniam, he also served as the 17th Chief Economic Advisor to the Government of India. Chief Economic Advisor to the Government of India. If I ask you, who is currently the Chief Economic Advisor? V. Anant Nageshwaran. V. Anant Nageshwaran, he is currently the Chief Economic Advisor. He is the 18th Chief Economic Advisor. What does Chief Economic Advisor do? They publish, as the name says, economic advisor. So they advise the government in economic matters, and they also publish the economic survey, which is usually published one day before the annual budget. Which sport is not represented on the special commemorative postage stamps recently released to celebrate the 33rd Olympic Games? Here you can see 4 stamps have been launched by the government of India, and what all the things are depicted. You can see that javelin throw is here, right? Field hockey is here, even sailing is here, and table tennis is here. So what is not here is actually shooting. Shooting is not a part of it. Shooting is not there, right? And recently, talking of postage stamp, there is a country called Laos. This year ASEAN summit will be in Laos. It's an ASEAN country. So Laos has become the first country to issue a postage stamp that features the Lord Ram Lalla of Ayodhya. Lord Ram Lalla of Ayodhya. So it is the first time ever that there is a stamp that depicts Ram Lalla of Ayodhya anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. US Geological Survey has named a crater on Moon's south pole after which Sherpa of Nepal? So her name was Lhamu Pasang Sherpa, and she was the first Nepali woman to summit Mount Everest in 1993. In 1993. So now she has a lunar crater, a crater on the surface of the moon in her honor. In her honor. So US Geological Survey is based in Virginia in USA. There is a city called Virginia in USA, that is where it is located. And International Astronomical Union approved this naming. International Astronomical Union is the main organization for astronomy in the world, and it is headquartered in the capital of France, that is Paris. Now let me tell you, recently on the surface of the Mars, not on the moon, on the surface of Mars there were 3 craters that were named by named on the request of India, again by International Astronomical Union. So one was called Lal crater, which was 65 kilometer diameter, very large, and it is named after Professor Devendra Lal. Professor Devendra Lal. Then we have a crater called Mursan crater, Mursan. Mursan is a town in UP. It is a 10 kilometer diameter crater, very small. And the third one is the Hilsa crater. Now Hilsa, I know you will think that it is a name of a fish. In fact, it is a name of a fish, but it is also a name of a city in Bihar. So it was named after a town or a city in Bihar. And these craters were discovered by whom? Physical Research Laboratory of ISRO. Physical Research Laboratory works in Ahmedabad. It is headquartered in Ahmedabad. Which of the following ministry is developing Trade Connect e-platform to connect Indian exporters, MSMEs and entrepreneurs with various stakeholders? All the stakeholders in trading community at one platform. This is the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So they are launching Trade Connect e-platform. This platform will provide information on trade events taking place in different parts of the world and the benefits that are available due to India signing of free trade agreements with multiple countries. All of these things you will be able to appreciate on this platform, Trade Connect e-platform. As per recent information, Quality Council of India is introducing the QCI Surajya recognition and ranking framework to drive excellence among states to improve quality of life of citizens. In the Shiksha ranking, education ranking, Shiksha ranking, which state leads with the highest number of accreditations, assessments and ratings? So this is a new ranking framework to promote competition between different states in different key performance indicators. In terms of Shiksha ranking, UP was number 1. And you can see this ranking has been launched by the Quality Council of India. It is for 4 things. Which are those 4 things? So we have Shiksha, Swasthya, Samriddhi and Susashan. Susashan means governance, Samriddhi means development, Swasthya means healthcare and Shiksha means education. So you can see in the Shiksha ranking, UP was the leader. In the Swasthya category, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka and Kerala, they basically stood out. Then among the Union Territory, Chandigarh has excelled with 100% certification in Ayushman Arogya Yojana. Ayushman Arogya Yojana, Chandigarh has 100% certification. In the Samriddhi category, Gujarat, Karnataka and Rajasthan lead with the highest number of zero effect, zero defect certification for the MSMEs in the micro category. Jammu Kashmir and Delhi also achieved significant certifications in zero effect, zero defect. For the MSME competitive lean scheme, Maharashtra and Bihar are top performer. Lean scheme is to prevent the wastage in the MSME. So in lean scheme, Maharashtra and Bihar are doing well. In zero effect, zero defect, among the union territory, Jammu Kashmir, Delhi are doing well. But I don't think you have to remember all. Especially remember UP for education category, and I think you're good to go, right? So the QCI Surajya Ranking and Ranking Framework, it has begun now with August 2024, and it will continue. And Quality Council of India, which has started it, works under DPIIT, Ministry of Commerce. DPIIT, Ministry of Commerce. Which country has launched Maitri Research and Cultural Partnership Grants? Maitri, as soon as you see the word Maitri, mark Australia. The answer here also is Australia. Whether it is Space Maitri, Maitri is the overall collaboration and mutual cooperation agreement between India and Australia, right? So research grants will be given, Maitri research grants for what? Well, these will be given for energy transition, manufacturing, sustainable manufacturing, artistic projects, and you can see the amount also here, and you can see universities which are getting the grants. Similarly, there are a lot of organizations also which are getting the grants, right? You can see so many organizations. And there is of course a Space Maitri. Now what is Space Maitri? Space Maitri initiative was signed between the Australia's Space Agency and NSIL, which is based in Bangalore, New Space India Limited, Indian company based in Bangalore, which is a commercial arm of ISRO. And there is a spacecraft of Australia called Optimus that will be launched by NSIL in 2026. And Australia recently also hosted Pitch Black Air Force exercise, which was participated in by many countries. And Australia is the first country in the world to start a vaccination program for peanut allergies. For peanut allergy, which is for peanuts and peanut butter, which is often seen in the children. Often seen in the children. Moving on. As per recently released report, World Development Report, the middle income trap, India is among 100 countries, including China, at the risk of falling into the middle income trap. Who has released this report? This report has been released by the World Bank, and it's a very, very important report. So this report says that only 34 middle income economies, they have been able to migrate since 1990. Only 34 countries, they have been able to avoid the middle income trap, and they have become high income countries. High income countries, only 34. They have become high income country since 1990. And India is among 100 plus countries which are in the risk of falling into the middle income trap. In the middle income trap. So middle income countries, basically they are home to 6 billion people. So out of 8 billion population of the world, 800 crore, 6 billion or 600 crore, 75% of the population lives in the middle income countries, and they represent 40% of the GDP. 40% of the GDP. Now this report also says that it will take India 75 years for its per capita income to reach 1/4 of the USA per capita income. USA per capita income. So what is the recommendation given by the World Bank if you have to beat middle income trap? So there is 1I, 2I and 3I approach. 1I is for low income country, right? Low income country should focus on just 1I, which is investment. What are the 2Is for? So 2Is are for lower middle income country, and 3I is for upper middle income country. Upper middle income country. So for lower middle income country, there are 2I. What is that? There is investment, but there is also infusion of foreign technology. Infusion of foreign technology. What is the 3I approach? That is for upper middle income country. So there is investment, there is infusion of foreign technology, but innovation also. The third I is innovation. And the 3I is for upper middle income country, this approach. And they gave an example of South Korea, so which has become developed in a very short span of time. Very short span of time. And currently there are 108 countries which are middle income countries. Which are middle income country. Very important report by the World Bank. Surely question will be asked from this. Central government has launched commercial cultivation of 2 non-transgenic varieties of herbicide tolerant basmati rice. Herbicide is a chemical that you spray to remove the weeds from rice. The problem is herbicide not only kill the weeds but sometimes the rice plant also. But this is herbicide tolerant, so it will be able to tolerate the chemicals of herbicide. So 2 varieties have been created. One is called Pusa Basmati 1979 and one is Pusa Basmati 1985. They both have been created. Now these are not created by putting a foreign gene, that is a gene from different bacteria, but rather mutation of a gene. So what is name of a mutation of the gene? The gene that has been mutated. Mutated means gene has been altered. It is called ALS or acetolactate synthase. Acetolactate synthase. So this is the mutated gene that is present in both of these Pusa Basmati 1979 and 1975. And there is a common herbicide that is sprayed by the farmers called imaz thapier. So when the farmers will spray this herbicide, the rice plant will not be affected. Who among the following will head the Bangladesh's interim government following the resignation of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina? She was the head of the Awami League party that ruled Bangladesh for a long time. And Sheikh Hasina's father, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, is known as the founding father of Bangladesh. So Muhammad Yunus, he is a Nobel Peace Prize winner, and he won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2006. Right? He also received United States Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2009, which is the highest civilian award given by America, Presidential Medal of Freedom. And he founded the Grameen Bank in Bangladesh. He also started the concept of microfinance in Bangladesh. Now microfinance means when you give collateral free loan to the lower income groups, that is called microfinance. Also, Bangladesh has become a 5th member of Colombo Security Conclave. This is an organization that is into maritime cooperation. So Colombo Security Conclave, Bangladesh is the 5th member. The other 4 members are whom? So there is India, Maldives, Sri Lanka and Mauritius. As per the recent information, ISRO's Earth Observation Satellite EOS was launched on the Independence Day by a small satellite launch vehicle SSLV-D3. From which place? The answer is Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. So Earth Observation Satellite EOS was launched by SSLV-D3. And SSLV-D3 is made by whom? SSLV-D3 is also known as IBL-358. It has one more name, IBL-358, and it has been launched recently. This SSLV-D3 has been launched by NSIL. It is manufactured by NSIL. Remember one more thing here, there is an Indian astronaut Shubhanshu Shukla, and Shubhanshu Shukla has been selected for the International Space Station mission, which is a joint mission of India and America, So this is the Axiom 4 mission by America. It is by a private American company called Axiom Space in consultation or in collaboration with NASA. Border Security Force, they have flagged off the first ever all-women mountaineering team from New Delhi for an expedition to Mount Mukut East. Where is it located? So this is a team which has only women officers from the BSF, and it will go to Mount Mukut East, which is located in Uttarakhand, and it's a very tall mountain. It has a height of 7,130 meters. 7,130 meter. It is the 20th highest peak located in India and 96th highest peak in the world. Uttarakhand was also in news because it is starting Gross Environment Product or GEP index. Not only GDP, but they will calculate their GEP as well. Which Indian naval ship went to participate in the maritime partnership exercise with the German Navy? So this Indian ship is INS Tabar. The answer is option B, and it is taking place in Kiel Canal, very strategic located Kiel Canal. So it is taking place in Kiel Canal, which connects the North Sea with the Baltic Sea. And INS Tabar was also in news recently because it went to Russia recently, and it conducted the maritime partnership exercise with Russia as well. And then it is going to participate in the Concon exercise with Britain. So maritime partnership exercise we have done recently with both Russia and now with Germany. How much expenditure has been announced by the Agriculture Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan for establishing 100 export-oriented horticulture clusters? Horticulture clusters will boost the export of fruits and vegetables from India. It will increase the farmers' income. They will be set up in the next 5 years, total 100. And these are export-oriented. So the focus will be on exports. And total 18,000 crore will be allocated for setting up 100 horticulture clusters in India. Very, very important question. And you know that Shivraj Singh Chauhan also announced recently that 1500 more mandis. Mandis are the place where the agriculture goods are sold and bought. So 1500 agriculture mandis or APMCs, agriculture produce market committees, they will be joined on the national agriculture market, electronic or e-NAM as we call it. e-NAM was launched on 14th of April 2016. So e-NAM are nothing but digital APMCs, you can say, right? And Government of India is also running a digital agriculture mission where every farmer is getting a unique ID, and 2800 crore is being spent by the government to give a unique 12-digit ID to every farmer. So a farmer's registry will be created, and whatever that farmer is sowing, whatever the farmer is using, the seeds and all, it's a complete crop sown registry. The crops that the farmer is sowing all will be notified, and farmer, it will help the farmer in better planning and estimation of crop production. And UP and Maharashtra, they have already started generating farmer's ID. Unique farmer ID will be given as a part of digital agriculture mission, and this mission will run all the way till 2025-26. Chhattisgarh government has decided to declare a new tiger reserve. They will join Guru Ghasidas National Park with the Tamor Pingla Wildlife Sanctuary. Now, what is the name of this tiger reserve that will be created? So it will be known as Guru Ghasidas Tiger Reserve. Guru Ghasidas Tamor Pingla Tiger Reserve. That is what they want to call it. Obviously, the final name, once NTC approves, then it will come. But so far, you can call it Guru Ghasidas Tamor Pingla Tiger Reserve. Guru Ghasidas National Park is joined with Tamor Pingla Wildlife Sanctuary. And so how many tiger reserves after this one? So the answer is 4. So before this one, in Chhattisgarh, there are 3 tiger reserves. There is Indravati Tiger Reserve. Then there is the Udanti Sita Nadi Tiger Reserve. And there is Achanak Mar Tiger Reserve. So this will be the 4th one. It will be very large tiger reserve because it will have an area of 2,829 square kilometer. Huge tiger reserve, right? So Guru Ghasidas was a renowned saint, and Guru Ghasidas National Park is located in Korea district of Chhattisgarh. And Tamor Pingla Wildlife Sanctuary is located in Surajpur district of Chhattisgarh. Union Road Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari has announced that government will permit the mixing of lignin with petroleum-based bitumen up to what percent? Now look, bitumen, is used to make the roads in India, but it is not a very environment-friendly product, right? Instead of that, we want to use lignin, or you can also call biobitumen, because ultimately biobitumen is manufactured from lignin. So up to 35% of it will be mixed with petroleum-based bitumen, so that we will use less bitumen gradually and it is more environment-friendly. Now the thing is that bitumen is a product of petroleum distillation, and in the year 2023-24, we used 88 lakh ton of bitumen, but most of the bitumen we import from outside, almost 50%. So this is not good for us, right? And in the financial year 25, which is going on right now, we plan to use around 100 lakh ton of bitumen. So if we start reducing the percentage of bitumen and start using lignin or biobitumen, then it will be useful for us. It will be very useful for us. Now, This concept of biobitumen has come from Central Road Research Institute, which is in New Delhi, and Indian Institute of Petroleum, which is in Dehradun. So they have started developing biobitumen, which is environment friendly, from rice straw, because stubble burning is done. Instead of that, from the rice straw or paddy straw, if we can create biobitumen, then nothing like it. Stubble burning will also reduce and we will get biobitumen, and our farmers' income will be increased and we will become self-reliant. We will not have to purchase bitumen from abroad. On that note, there is a very important project that is coming up called Green National Highway Corridor project, where 781 km of roads will be constructed in Himachal, Rajasthan, UP and Andhra Pradesh, these 4 states. And $500 million loan for this project is given by the World Bank. Which team has been awarded the Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar under the category Vigyan Team Award? So it was given to the Chandrayaan 3 team. Chandrayaan 3 team, right? Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskaram. Now look, there are 4 different types of awards which are given by the Ministry of Science and Technology. So first is the Vigyan Ratna, which is given for lifetime achievement. It was given to a professor from biochemistry called Dr. Govind Rajan Padmanabhan. Do remember his name, don't forget it, okay? Dr. Govind Rajan Padmanabhan was given the Vigyan Ratna. Then we have Vigyan Shri, which was given to multiple scientists. Then we have Vigyan Yuva, which is given to young scientists, right? So these are 13 scientists who won the Vigyan Shri, and Vigyan Yuva was given to 18 scientists. These are young scientists. This award is also known as Vigyan Yuva Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar. And then we have Vigyan Team, which was given to the Chandrayaan team for exceptional contribution to Chandrayaan 3. Chandrayaan 3. This is the first ever time that National Science Awards or Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskaram are given. And Vigyan Shri and Vigyan Yuva, maximum 25 people can take it. But this time 13 were given, 13 out of 25 were given Vigyan Shri and 18 out of 25. So there is still scope, but maximum 25 people can be awarded in 1 year. And Vigyan Yuva is given to those young scientists who are below the age of 45 years. 45 years. Reserve Bank of India has announced the continuation of modified interest subvention scheme for the short-term loans which are availed through the Kisan Credit Card for agriculture and allied activities during the financial year 25. This initiative aims to support the farmers by offering concessional interest rates on the loans up to how many rupees? Up to how many rupees? The answer is 3 lakh rupees. So Kisan Credit Card is not a new scheme. Kisan Credit Card scheme is a very old scheme, you know. So Kisan Credit Card scheme was started in 1998, and Kisan or the farmers, they can take a loan of up to 3 lakh rupees at just 7% interest rate. Also, this is a collateral free loan. This is a collateral free loan. Is the entire loan collateral free? No. Till 1.8 lakh it is collateral free, and after that you have to give some collateral. So out of the 3 lakh, up to 1.8 lakh is collateral free. Okay. And there is a Kisan Rin portal where the banks or the scheduled finance banks or whoever gives the loan, they have to put all the data here. Kisan Rin portal. Kisan Rin portal, banks have to capture and report the detailed data on farmer beneficiaries and the loans that they have taken under the scheme on the Kisan Rin portal, so that it can be audited by the Government of India. And if the farmer pay back the loan within 1 year on time, then 3% extra interest subvention they get. It is already a very concessional loan, but 3% interest subvention will be given. So they will have to effectively pay 4% interest rate. That's it. So this is the Kisan Credit Card scheme. Very important scheme from exam point of view. According to the National Organ and Tissue Transplant Organization, which works under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, how many deceased organ donors did India surpass in a single year for the first time in 2023? Deceased donor, dead donors, you know, they were more than 1000 for the first time. Let me show you the data. You can see the number of the deceased donor were 1099, and total how many donations were made from 1099 dead people? 2935, because from one donor you can take multiple organs like eyes, kidney, liver, etc. And you can see the number of deceased organ donor is highest from Telangana. But the number of deceased donor transplants were maximum in Tamil Nadu. So although the number of dead donors were maximum from Telangana, the number of donations, organ transplants that happened from dead donors was highest in Tamil Nadu. And how many living donors donations happened? Well, 15,436 donation happened. Maximum were from Delhi. Delhi, how many? 4,275. Delhi NCR. Maximum were from here. And 3rd of August we celebrate as the Organ Donation Day in India. This day was first celebrated in 2010. Union Cabinet has approved the proposal of the Department of Rural Development for implementation of the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin from financial year 25 to all the way to financial year 29. So this scheme was supposed to end on 31st March 2024, but now it has been extended by 5 years. So now it will end on 31st March 2029 or 2028-29. So how much money Government of India will spend on this scheme? Government of India is going to spend 3,06,137 crore on Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin. This scheme started in 2016 and it is under the Ministry of Rural Development. Now the rural people, they are given money so that they can construct their house. If you are living in the plains, you get 1.2 lakh rupees per person. And if you are living in a hilly area, then you get 10,000 extra, you get 1.3 lakh. And out of the total amount that I told you, 3,06,137, almost two-third, that is 2,05,856 crore is the share of the central government, and 1,02,81 is the share of the state government. Right? And when the scheme was started in 2016, the target was 2.95 crore houses. So 2.6 crore have already been built, 35 remain, and those will be constructed soon. And what is the target for next 5 years? 2 crore more houses over and above these 2.95 crore. So 2 crore more houses under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin. Indian Army has conducted Parvat Prahar exercise. It's a strategic military exercise where, so it was conducted recently in Ladakh. Parvat Prahar is called Mountain Strike in English. And this exercise is not a new one. You know, it was started in 1987 and it is essentially mountain warfare exercise. So Northern Command conducted it in Ladakh recently. What is the new upper limit for tax payments through the UPI as announced by the RBI during the 50th Monetary Policy Committee report? Well, if you are paying a tax payment, then the UPI limit has been increased maximum from 1 lakh per transaction to 5 lakh per transaction. So the answer is option C. Right? In fact, 5 lakh is also the limit for per transaction. If you are, for example, paying your insurance premium, or you are paying your educational institution fee like schools, colleges or universities, or if you are paying money to the hospitals, then also the limit is 5 lakh. Otherwise it is 1 lakh. So for hospitals and education institutions also, it was increased from 1 lakh to 5 lakh. Chief Justice of India, Dhananjay Yashwant Chandrachud, has launched the eDHCR portal. This portal contains what? Well, this portal contains the judgments of the Delhi High Court. So the answer is reported judgments of the Delhi High Court, and there are more than 2,000 significant judgments of the Delhi High Court that will be available on a click of a mouse, and artificial intelligence will be used for searching the judgments, right? So this is the important portal. Also, there is a software also that was launched called SUVAS, SUVAS. SUVAS means Supreme Court Vidhik Anuvad. Supreme Court Vidhik Anuvad software, or SUVAS. So basically this software, the translations of the judicial records are available in Hindi and English using the Supreme Court Vidhik Anuvad software. It's a translation software, right? And currently, so very recently, there were 2 judges that were elevated to the Supreme Court. In Supreme Court, there are 34 judges, 32 are already there. The 2 vacancies were there which have been filled. So N. Koteshwar Singh and R. Mahadevan, they are now elevated to the Supreme Court. So including the Chief Justice of India, there are 34 judges in the Supreme Court, 33 plus 1. N. Koteshwar Singh is the first ever judge from Manipur to become a Supreme Court judge. Which of the following company has received the first ever order to demonstrate methanol firing in a gas turbine? So usually the turbine is moved when the coal is fired or coal is burnt. Here methanol firing was done, and it happened in the 350 megawatt Kayamkulam combined cycle power plant in Kerala. So this is a power plant which is owned by NTPC, but firing was done by BHEL. The answer is BHEL. And let me tell you, BHEL is setting up two very large thermal power plants. Both are of 1600 megawatt capacity. One it is setting up in Kodarma in Jharkhand. This project has been given to them by Damodar Valley Corporation. And BHEL is also setting up a 1600 megawatt plant in Raigad, Chhattisgarh. This project is given to BHEL by Adani Group. Union Cabinet has approved the extension of PM Jeevan Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Yojana means Jaiv Indhan Vatavaran Anukul Fasal Avshesh Nivaran Yojana. Scheme has been extended till which year? This scheme will run all the way till 2028-29, 31st March 2029. This is a scheme by Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. And this scheme was started in March 2019. And basically, in this scheme, if you set up a second generation ethanol project, government gives you a lot of financial incentives. So they give you maximum financial incentive 150 crore per project for commercial projects and 15 crore per project for demonstration projects to make them commercially viable, because we need ethanol. We need ethanol to mix with petrol. We need to mix 20% ethanol in petrol by 2025-26. So this is the Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Yojana. Which scheme or mission has announced the launch of the initiative Million Designers, Billion Dreams? So this is a very unique Million Designers, Billion Dreams. This is a concept started by Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission, in partnership with an organization called LEAP. LEAP, right? So LEAP is an organization, and LEAP organization was started with the effort of multiple stakeholders like Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, like the Design Laboratory at the Harvard School, like Transform Rural India Foundation. All of them started LEAP. So LEAP has partnered with Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission, to launch Million Designers, Billion Dream. They want to empower individuals across India who know how to do a systems design. How to do a systems design, right? And this Yojana is run by the Ministry of Rural Development. Which institute has made these special shoes for the Indian Army soldiers? They are called TENG shoes because they have a technology called TENG, which is triboelectric nano generator, which will generate electricity. When the Indian Army people will walk, it will generate electricity. And these are also powered by GPS and RFID, radio frequency identification, to a range of 50 meters. That will allow real-time tracking of the military personnel. So these are launched recently by IIT Indore. Which state chief minister has launched Upasthiti portal to ensure the daily attendance of doctors, paramedical staff and other employees under the health department? It has been launched by the government of Jharkhand. The answer is option B. Government of Jharkhand has launched Upasthiti portal for cross verification of the biometric attendance. Air India Express has launched its virtual interline platform, becoming the first Indian airline to offer this innovative service. What is the name? Name is AIX Connect. Air India Express is the budget arm of Air India. So using this platform, the passengers will be able to book the tickets directly. Buddha Bhattacharya passed away. He was the former chief minister of which Indian state? He was the former chief minister of West Bengal. He was the chief minister from 2000 to 2011, and he was from Communist Party of India, Marxist Party. He had replaced Jyoti Basu, and he was replaced by Mamata Banerjee. Which institute has secured the first place in the overall category in the National Institutional Ranking Framework? So these rankings were announced for the first time in 2015, and now this was the 9th edition. And these are the official rankings of the Government of India, Ministry of Education. So IIT Madras is the overall number 1 in India. And these are the 5 parameters that were used to gauge which institute is the best. Teaching, learning and resources had a 30% weightage. Research and professional expertise, professional practice, 30% weightage. Graduation outcome, 20%. Outreach and inclusivity, 10%. And perception, 10%. So you can see here different category. Overall, IIT Madras was number 1, IISc Bangalore number 2, and IIT Mumbai number 3. IISc Bangalore is number 1 in the university category. In the state public university, Anna University is the best. In open university, IGNOU is best. In skill university, Symbiosis Skill University is the best. In the colleges, Hindu College is the best, followed by Miranda House. Among the research institutions, IISc Bangalore is number 1. Innovation institution, IIT Bombay is number 1. And engineering college, IIT Madras is number 1. Architecture and planning college, IIT Roorkee is the best. In management, IIM Ahmedabad is the best. In law, NLU Bangalore is the best. In pharmacy, Jamia Hamdard Delhi is the best. In agriculture, it is IARI, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, or POSA Institute is the best. In Medical College AIMS and in Dental Colleges, Savita Institute of Medical and Technical Sciences is the best. Clean Plant Program has been started by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. Here, disease-free plants will be given to the farmer for better productivity, and so that they don't need to use the pesticides and all these things, so that their input cost will reduce and their profitability will increase. Now, who is implementing this Clean Plant Program? It is being implemented by National Horticulture Board and Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and total 1765 crore will be spent on this program. And we will have the clean plant centers from where the farmers can obtain clean plants, disease-free plants. These will be set up at different places. So total 9 world-class clean plant centers will be set up. If you want a plant of grapes, you go to NRC Pune. For temperate fruits like apple, almond, walnut, you go to CITH Srinagar and CITH Mukteshwar. Citrus fruits, you can go to CCRI Nagpur and CIH Bikaner. Mango, guava, avocado, if you want, you can go to Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, Bangalore. Mango, guava, lychee, then CISH Lucknow. Pomegranate, NRC Sholapur. And tropical or subtropical fruits, there will be a clean plant center in Eastern India that will be set up. All the seeds will be verified, certified under the Seeds Act of 1966. Which exercise happened between India and Sri Lanka? It took place in the Army Training School in Maduru Oya in Sri Lanka. So this is the Mitra Shakti exercise. Mitra Shakti happens every year between India and Sri Lanka. Last year it happened in On Military Station in Pune. So that was the 9th edition. This is the 10th edition. It happened in Maduru Oya in Sri Lanka. And we also do SLINEX exercise with Sri Lanka. Which company has signed an agreement with the Ministry of External Affairs to provide assistance for the launch of Nepal-built Moonal satellite? So Moonal is a satellite which Nepal has built. It's a remote sensing or Earth observation satellite, and it will be launched by NSIL, New Space India Limited. New Space India Limited is going to launch it for Nepal, and this is a very important satellite for Nepal. And it was built by Nepal Academy of Science and Technology. It is called Moonal. And which rocket will be used? PSLV. PSLV rocket will be used. 75 great revolutionaries of India. Who has written the book? It is Bhim Singh. He is a Rajya Sabha member of Parliament. Union Cabinet has approved Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban also for next 5 years. How many houses will be constructed? So 1 crore is the target for Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban, and 2 crore is the target for Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin. For Gramin. Now this scheme is run by the Ministry of Housing Urban Affairs. This scheme started in 2015. This scheme started in 2015, right? So a lot of incentives are etc. are given if somebody wants to construct the house in the urban areas. Now total 10 lakh crore money will be spent and 1 crore houses will be built, right? And out of 10 lakh crore, the government financial assistance will be 2.3 lakh crore. 2.3 lakh crore, right? And how many houses have been sanctioned so far in the last 9 years? 1.18 crore and 1 crore more. And out of 1.18 crore, 85.5 lakh houses have already been constructed and delivered to the people. Union Higher Education Secretary K. Sanjay Murthy has inaugurated the Smart India Hackathon. It is organized by the Innovation Cell of the Ministry of Education called MIC in partnership with whom? So the second organization which helps in organizing Smart India Hackathon is the AICTE, All India Council for Technical Education. This is the 7th edition of Smart India Hackathon. Smart India Hackathon. It was started in 2017 and students are given a lot of problems for which they have to suggest innovative solutions. Bharti Enterprises, Bharti Airtel, parent company, they will buy how much % stake in Britain's largest mobile and telecom company called British Telecom Group. In the British Telecom Group, Bharti Airtel is going to acquire 24.5% stake. 24.5% stake, right? So remember that about Bharti Airtel. India and which of the following country? They have signed a bilateral customs cooperation agreement. They have signed it with New Zealand. And New Zealand has also joined International Solar Alliance. Bilateral customs cooperation agreement will help in stopping the illegal or counterfeit goods in both the country, in arresting the trade of counterfeit goods and decreasing organized crime also. Udar Shakti exercise happened between India and which country recently? It happened between India and Malaysia. The answer is Malaysia. We also do Harimo Shakti exercise with Malaysia. And by the way, it was organized in Kuantan Air Base in Malaysia. Kuantan Air Base with Malaysia. Have you heard of a military exercise called Samudra Lakshman? Have you ever heard about it? So Samudra Lakshman is an exercise between India and Malaysia once again. That is a So Harimo Shakti happens on land, Samudra Lakshman in the navy that is in the water, and Udar Shakti in the air. Which Indian actor has been honored with the prestigious Pardo alla Carrera Award at the 77th Locarno Film Festival, which happened recently in Switzerland? So it is none other than Shah Rukh Khan, the great SRK. He was given this prestigious award. And this award was started recently only, right? It was started in 2010. Now Locarno Film Festival is very important, right? It's taking place since a long time. You can see it is 77th edition. And Shah Rukh Khan's one movie Devdas was also showcased in this festival. Union Minister for Jal Shakti C.R. Patil has launched the Flood Watch India app version 2. It is developed by which organization? So this app has been developed by the Central Water Commission that works under the Ministry of Jal Shakti. And it can tell you when the floods are coming 7 days in advance. And there are a lot of forecastation. So the first version of the app, which was launched last year, had around 200 forecastation. This one will have 392 more. So total 592 forecastations it will make use of. So Central Water Commission. Which center has organized AI for Space Immersion program with the help of CIE, which belongs to IIIT Hyderabad. So IIIT Hyderabad has recently partnered with National Remote Sensing Center Hyderabad to conduct this important hackathon called AI for Space Immersion program. Again, there are 74 teams and the best team will get attractive prizes. UP government, they are starting a 4,000 crore agriculture business and entrepreneurship project. Who is funding it? So this is a project that will be funded by the World Bank. And this is a project to help increase the rural income. So this project will be implemented in 28 districts of Eastern UP and Bundelkhand area of UP. So what do they want to achieve? Well, they want to help 1 million farmers, 10 lakh farmer, 30% of whom should be women. And in this project, a lot of things will happen. For example, 1 lakh fishermen, they will be given financial assistance. 10 lakh or 1 million farmers will be assisted total. 1 lakh fishermen will be given financial assistance and 500 farmers will be sent on foreign tours so that they can take training in advanced farming. And UP wants to increase the agriculture export. Currently, it is around 20,000 crore. In the next 3 to 4 years, it wants agriculture exports to be 50,000 crore. India's first rice ATM called Annapurti has been launched where? So it has been launched by the World Food Program in Mancheshwar, in Bhubaneswar, in Odisha, and it can dispense 25 kg of rice in one go. It will help in implementation of the National Food Security Act. The name is Annapurti. Annapurti. Which of the following Kashmiri dance was performed by 10,000 young women and it was a record? It happened in Baramulla. So this is Roof dance. The name of the dance is Roof. It was performed by 10,000 young and energetic women in Baramulla in North Kashmir. The dance is called Roof. It happened on 78th Independence Day. Which institute has made significant advancements in the field of electronic design automation with the development of innovative machine learning framework called LEAP? Innovative machine learning framework they have created so that integrated electronic circuits design can be automated. This is IIT Guwahati. IIT Guwahati. And these integrated circuits are very important for semiconductor industry. If we have electronic design automation, we will be able to create integrated electronic circuit, which will be helpful in semiconductor industry. Who has become the Managing Director and CEO of Multi Commodity Exchange of India? It is Praveena Rai. Multi Commodity Exchange of India. Who was conferred the Grand Collar of the Order of this country, the highest civilian award? It was given to Draupadi Murmu. It is the highest civilian award of Timor-Leste. Timor-Leste. In fact, she was also given the highest civilian award of Fiji, right? Fiji is a country in the Pacific Ocean, right? So that one was called what? That was called Companion of the Order, right? Companion of the Order. That award was also given recently to her by Fiji. Companion of the Order of Fiji. Remember both. Grand Collar of the Order of Timor-Leste. Timor-Leste is also called East Timor. It's a country in Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia. Which of the following flowering shrub, which is native to the Western Ghats of India, has been included in IUCN official red list of the threatened species? Red list, a plant or an animal is put when it faces certain level of threat or danger. So this is the beautiful Neelakurinji flower, which gives name to the Nilgiri hill, which is the hills in Tamil Nadu, which is the connecting link between the Eastern and the Western Ghats. They bloom once in 12 years. Neelakurinji flower. And they are what? So they are now vulnerable. The assessment given by IUCN says that they are vulnerable. These flowers you will also find in the Palani Hills, you will also find in the Annamalai Mountains, and you will also find it in the Munnar Idukki area in Kerala. Scheme guideline for model solar village under Pradhan Mantri Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana has been notified by the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. How much financial outlay has been allocated? So in India there are 800 districts approximately. So we will try to make one village as an ideal solar village. This is called model solar village, and that village will get a award of 1 crore. So 800 district, 800 crore will be spent. 800 crore. It will be an ideal village, complete electricity by solar power, model solar village. The condition is that the village population should be more than 5,000, and if it is in a hilly area, the population has to be more than 2,000. If it is a hilly area or northeast, right? And yeah, model solar village will get 1 crore. And this scheme was started in February 2024. PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. We are targeting 1 crore rooftop solar plants. Dr. Jitendra Singh has launched Amrit Gyan Kosh portal and Faculty Development portal. So both of these portals are launched by the Ministry of Personnel, Pension and Public Grievances. Now you need to tell me these two portals have been launched as a part of which mission? This is Mission Karmyogi. Mission Karmyogi is also run by this same ministry, Ministry of Personnel, Pension and Public Grievances. This is for the training of the civil servants. In India, 31 lakh civil servants have so far been trained under Mission Karmyogi. Under Mission Karmyogi, right? And so Amrit Gyan Kosh is like a knowledge bank. It has India-centric case studies, and Faculty Development Portal will have a lot of content for capacity building of the educators. Capacity building of the educators. Har Ghar Har Grihani Yojana has been started by Haryana Chief Minister Naib Singh Saini. So gas cylinders will be provided to 50 lakh BPL families in Haryana at what price? Only 500 rupees. Only 500 rupees, and the remaining amount will be given to the people, to the housewives in their bank account as a direct benefit transfer by the government of Haryana. So one woman can take 12 cylinders per year at just 500 rupees. Near Earth Object Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer NEOWISE was launched by which space agency? It has searched more than 150,000 small planets, minor planet. It was a project of NASA. It was launched in 2009, and after serving 15 years, it has now ended. The mission has now ended. So NASA is now going to launch another Near Earth Object Finder, which is called NEO Surveyor. NASA will launch it in 2027. Madhya Pradesh has commissioned the largest floating solar plant in central North India. It is commissioned by Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam. So it will generate 90 megawatt of energy. Where is it located? It is located in Omkareshwar. Largest floating solar power plant, Omkareshwar, is located on the Narmada River in Khandwa district of Madhya Pradesh. Khandwa district of Madhya Pradesh. Hilal-e-Imtiyaz Award. This is the second highest civilian honor of Pakistan, has been given to whom? Arshad Nadeem. He won the Olympic gold medal. After 40 years, Pakistan won Olympic gold. And this is the first ever individual Olympic gold in the history of Pakistan. Javelin thrower, Arshad Nadeem. Arshad Nadeem, right? And Pakistan has also launched a mission called Azm-e-Istikam. Azm-e-Istikam has been launched to decrease the terrorist activities in Pakistan. And Hilal-e-Imtiyaz is the second highest civilian honor. The highest is Nishan-e-Pakistan. Nishan-e-Pakistan is the highest civilian honor of Pakistan. Arshad Nadeem threw 92.97 meter and won the gold. Neeraj Chopra threw 89.45 meter and won the silver. Which of the following ministry has launched the Geo-Parsi scheme portal? It is Ministry of Minority Affairs. Even the Hajj Committee of India has now come under the Ministry of Minority Affairs. Earlier, the Hajj Committee of India was under the Ministry of External Affairs. So Geo-Parsi portal is to make sure the Parsi population does not decrease a point. Parsi are the people who came from Persia or Iran, and only 57,000, something around 57,000 Parsis were there in India according to the 2011 census. So we need to increase their number. They are encouraged to have more babies, and this scheme was launched in 2013-14 by the Ministry of Minority Affairs. Ministry of Minority Affairs. Which institute has launched Sathi IBPS? It's an innovative program. If you want to prepare for IBPS, PO, clerk, etc., this IIT is going to help you and will provide you all the resources. It is IIT Kanpur. IIT Kanpur will provide study material. The priority will be given to those students who are financially weak or who are from the remote areas. And even the Ministry of Education is supporting Sathi IBPS. RBI has set up a committee that will benchmark the statistics that are released by the RBI against the global standard. Who will be the chairman of the committee? The chairman will be Michael Devbrat Patra, the deputy governor of the RBI. And RBI has also set up a committee that will set up the charges for the white label ATM. This committee will be headed by Sunil Mehta. Which institute has set up the Center for Narmada River Basin Management to conduct the condition assessment and management plan of the Narmada River Basin? C. Narmada will help in management of the Narmada River Basin. It has been set up in the campus of IIT Gandhinagar and it is supported by IIT Indore. It is supported by IIT Indore, but it has been set up in the campus of IIT Gandhinagar. But even IIT Indore will support IIT Gandhinagar in C. Narmada. Now, C. Narmada, they will monitor the quality of the water in Narmada, they will do the dam management, etc. It is very similar to C. Ganga. C. Ganga, again, initiative of Jal Shakti Ministry. C. Ganga was set up in IIT Kanpur. C. Ganga is located in IIT Kanpur, right? So, C. Ganga was set up in 2016 at IIT Kanpur. Similarly, we will have now C. Narmada. What is the name of India's second indigenously built nuclear powered submarine, which is set to be commissioned soon? First one was INS Arihant. It was commissioned in 2018 itself. And the second one is INS Arighat. INS Arighat, right? And INS Arighat, the water displacement will be 6,000 ton. So you can say in a way, the weight of this submarine is 6,000 ton. And it can achieve a speed of 22 to 28 km per hour on the surface. And it can go inside the water, completely submerged, that time 44 km per hour. Right, it can carry 4 nuclear ballistic missile, which are called K4. These are submarine launched ballistic missile. So 4 K4 variety it can take. K4 means Kalam 4. The ballistic missiles which are launched by submarines are named K, K1, K2, K3 like that. So K4 variety, 4 nuclear capable submarine launched ballistic missile SLBM it can carry. Right, and which will be the third one? Third nuclear powered submarine of India that will be commissioned next year. It is called INS Aridhaman. INS Aridhaman. 3 underwater geographical structures located in the Indian Ocean have been awarded names proposed by India. Which of the following is not one of them? Bindusar Trench is not one of them. Kalpatru Ridge is there. Kalpatru is a tree that fulfills all your wishes. Chandragupta Ridge and Ashoka Seamount. Chandragupta and Ashoka, they were great rulers of the Mauryan dynasty. These names were suggested by India. They have been approved by the International Astronautical Union that is based in Paris. So all of these 3 are the places inside the Indian Ocean. Inside the Indian Ocean. And these places were searched by National Center for Polar and Oceanic Research. National Center for Polar and Ocean Research, which is located in Goa, and it works under the Ministry of Earth Sciences. Ministry of Earth Sciences. So who approved these names? These names were approved by the International Hydrographic Organization. International Hydrographic Organization, which is headquartered in Monaco. What is the name of long-range glide bomb that was successfully tested by DRDO during the maiden flight from a Su-30 Mark I aircraft? So it is Gaurav. Gaurav is a bomb that has been created by DRDO. And it's a long-range bomb. It is 1000 kg bomb. If you launch it from an aircraft, it can hit as high as 100 kilometers. The range is around 100 kilometers if launched from a aircraft. And this bomb was made by RCI Hyderabad. RCI is Research Center Imarat, which is a laboratory of DRDO. Big Cricket League is starting. It has joined hands with the national broadcaster Prasar Bharati. It will be telecast on DD Sports now. Big Cricket League will take place where? It will take place in Lucknow. Young players will be able to play with retired players. It's a format like that. And this is called Big Cricket League. Big Cricket League. There are 6 teams. Awadh Lions, Northern Challengers, Rajasthan King, Mumbai Marine, Southern Spartans and Bengal Rhino. And Dilip Vengsarkar will be the commissioner of the league. RP Singh will be the president of the league. And Courtney Walsh from West Indies, great West Indies fast bowler, he will be the vice president of the Big Cricket League. That was a video with HMS MCQs for the month of August. English part 2. I'll see you in part 3. Thank you for watching Study IQ.